Hello, I'm the 10-minute English teacher. Let's get you exam ready. Today we're using apostrophes and you are going to be a black belt in under 10 minutes. So here are the questions you're asking. Why do we use apostrophes and when do we need to use them? They're quite simple, but people do find them very challenging. And today, once you know how to use them, you'll probably spot them everywhere you look being used incorrectly. So here's the first reason we use apostrophes. We use them to show possession. Now in this sentence, we've got one cat who owns the food. So there was no food in the house, so I ate the cats. Now the apostrophe that you can see there is pointing at the owner of the thing that's being possessed. So food is the thing that's being owned by the cat. One cat, we've pointed the apostrophe at the cat. Now in this sentence here, we've got two cats. There was no food in the house, so I ate the cats. We've eaten the cat's food, and there's more than one cat. So we've pointed the apostrophe at cats. So we know that that's a plural. Now the apostrophe here completely changes the meaning. If it's pointing at at cat, we know it's one cat. If it's pointing at cats, we've got more than one cat. Now if we didn't have an apostrophe, it completely changes the meaning of the sentence. And here's what that looks like. There was no food in the house, so I ate the cats. In that sentence, the meaning is came home, no food, and actually ate the cats. The cat, you've got more than one cat, and you ate them. So in that sentence, you can see where we place the apostrophe completely changes the meaning. So we use it to show possession. And here are those three sentences that you can see. So as I said, that one little apostrophe, where we place it, completely changes the meaning of the sentence. Now for black belt level, we also use apostrophes for omission, where a letter has been omitted and is no longer a part of the word. So in speech, we've squashed some words together and these have become popular and made their way into writing. We call them contractions. So couldn't is a contraction of could and not. Where the letter used to be, now we see apostrophe. So we can see that the o of not has gone, and where it's gone in its place, we use an apostrophe. Little interesting fact, Shakespeare was somebody who coined a lot of contractions. In one of his plays, he did use the phrase, instead of in his house, he used in's house. And everyone thought, yeah, you've got some great ideas, that's not one of them. And that isn't something that became a part of our language. But words like could and not becoming couldn't have done. So that's where we would need an apostrophe. If you're writing an essay or something formal, it's not considered the right thing to do to use contractions. They're not incorrect, but if you want to write formally, you might opt for could not instead of couldn't. But if you're using the word couldn't, where the art used to be, you use an apostrophe to show where it used to live. So this is how you're going to test yourself to earn your black belt. We've got two tasks for you to do. The first one you can see is a table, and on the left-hand side, we've got some contractions. Some of these are relatively straightforward, but we've got won't, which is actually will and not. We don't say wilt, because it's just a little bit more challenging to say wilt. Just the way that we've spoken, won't has become popular. So that's what has become a word that's now belongs in our language in its own right. So over time, that's something that's become acceptable. So we've got will and not becoming won't. But think about what letter's been omitted there, because that's where you'll need your apostrophe. And then we've got can't, which is a contraction of can and not. Without an apostrophe, that says can't. And then we've got shouldn't. So you can think about what words have made the contraction, fill that table in yourself, and then you can write in the correct use of the word. Spell check will probably likely do its work for you if you're using a computer to do that. Otherwise, you can look that up to check that you're correct. And we've got three examples of phrases here that you need to add apostrophes to. We've got the boy's toilets, we've got the dog's nose, and we've got the cat's tails. So think about what it is that's being owned, who the owner is, and point the apostrophe at the owner. Do that, and you are apostrophe confident. Okay, check out the other videos on my channel. I'll continue to add content, and feel free to ask for something you'd like to see me cover in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell, and keep revising.